So thanks a lot for joining. My name is Philippe. I'm head of partnerships at Umbrella Network, a decentralized Oracle. And today I'm very thrilled to have the founder of the Dojima network here with me, Akil. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you, Philip. Thanks for the introduction. Hello, everyone. I'm Akhil. I'm the founder of Dojima Network. And at Dojima Network, we're building a omni-chain infrastructure with a goal to bring together the whole of Web3 space onto one unified layer. And we've started out working on Dojima Network in 2021, and we've made considerable progress on the infrastructure side. And we're about to launch our stage net. So yeah, more updates are going to be launched soon.
Yeah, I mean that sounds already very interesting, Akil. So I've got a few questions for you. Maybe some more personal ones initially, and then to the chain and the tech itself. So, what is the background of the Dojima team and the founding members? So, where are you all coming from? Are you all blockchain native, or you made a switch from different industries into the blockchain?
I'll give a brief overview of Dojima's team and the founders. So, Dojima team comprises of a diverse group of professionals with extensive experience in the blockchain space, and we've got team members from Fortune who've got experiences from Fortune 500 companies before joining into Dojima. And we've built a strong team over the last 1.5 years. And now, if you see our team, it comprises of a very extensive team of professionals with a wide array of knowledge of the architectures of different blockchains in order to enable Dojima's omnichain infrastructure and being able to connect Dojima to all of the different chains we're working on. And when it comes to the founding members, it's me and my co-founder Bhagat. So Bhagat had experience was working in a Fortune 500 company before joining Dojima, and he was working on specialty in decentralized databases. And when it comes to me, so I was part of the India's first real-world asset platform in India. There was back in 2018, at a time when NFTs were not even a term,
Yeah.
and people know it as the ERC-721 tokens. So yeah, we've got a wide array of professionals building Dojima network and trying to place Dojima as the world's largest omni-chain infrastructure to bring together the whole of Web3 space onto this layer we're building.
All right. Yeah, thanks a lot for that. So it's always good to know, who is behind the tech that we're using. And in a trustless world, a bit of trust is still welcome. So another question. So how does the Dojima's network's omni-chain layer facilitate cross-chain interoperability? So what are you trying to solve, and what are the benefits for the blockchain space?
Okay, uh, now we were talking about Dojima network's architecture. So Dojima network is comprises of a multi-layered architecture where we have multiple levels working, each performing different responsibilities of managing the whole complex architecture that we built out for Dojima. So we built out this complex architecture to make things much more easier and seamless for the users, and making the user experience much more seamless is our goal. So we have two layers, which is the Hermes layer and the Dojima chain layer. The Hermes layer is the one that is responsible for connecting to different chains and fetching the data, assets, and all the NFTs or real world asset data, all of this data from different connected chains. That is both EVM and non EVM chains we connected to. And Dojima chain is the execution layer. So this is where protocol builders deploy their dApps, and they could easily deploy their dApps on top of this and connect onto the wide variety of blockchains we are connected to. So this is the core infrastructure that we're building at Dojima. So along with this, we built a suite of omni-chain products to make development and deployment process much more seamless and easier for the whole of cross-chain developer community and omni-chain developer community in the Web3 space.
All right. Interconnectivity or interoperability is key in this industry now with all the layer ones, the layer twos that are coming to market. If we do not connect them, I mean, we're just creating a fragmented industry, and that's why solutions like yours and some others on the market, and this is my next question, how are needed to kind of bind and glue all of those ecosystems together. So how do you actually position Dojima in a competitive space, you know, because now there are the sorts of layer zero, Axelar, Wormhole that are cross-chain communication layers. But what makes Dojima special? I think I know the answer, but it's probably best for you to let us know what makes Dojima different from all those cross-chain layers.
Great that you have brought up this question. So you mentioned other cross-chain protocols in the space, like Axela or Layer Zero. So more than competitors, we see the other cross-chain protocols as collaborators or partners to us, and we would want to collab with these players out there so that it makes it faster for Dojima to be able to connect it to the wide array of chains that they are facilitating with. So at the end of the day, our goal at Dojima is to bring together the whole of the ecosystem onto this unified layer. And these cross-chain protocols that we just talked about makes the process much more faster to bring these different connected chains onto Dojima. So it would be we'd see them more of collaborators instead of competitors. And when coming to how we're connected to different chains and how we are unique in that sense, adding a new chain in a cross-chain infrastructure takes a lot of development effort from both the teams and from the validators as well. It would increase the burden on the validators with every additional chain that is getting added.
Right.
So our goal over here is to minimize that burden, both validators, and make the process seamless for both users. So we've designed the architecture to reduce the burden on validators and make the process much more seamless for the users. So yeah, so thinking from the general perspective, and we've considered all the players in the decentralized architecture that we're building, and we're making the process easier for them.
So if I understand it well, if layer zero is, just as an example, is connected to more chains and you are, or they connect to you, then you would be connected to all the chains that layer zero is connected to, right?
Yes, yes. So that would make the process much more simpler for us, and we would build a wrapper around this process so that users get a feel that there's no other cross-chain protocol in between. So we would wrap the whole process
Yeah.
to facilitate it to a simpler process, so that users get a feel of directly interacting with the end chain that they are what they want to interact.
Yeah, absolutely. Because I think user experience is still key in this industry. I'm not sure we've solved that issue yet, but the more seamless it is, the easier it is for the end user, the better. And the ones who provide this easy platforms are, I think, the ones that will come out on top, or at least, you know, have a good advantage compared to the others. So it's great to know that, you know, you're focusing on that. And yeah, so another question, how important is it to have a reliable Oracle service in an ecosystem like Dojima's?
Oracle system, the problem of a reliable Oracle service is an age-old problem in the Web3 space. It has been there for the last few years. But yeah, players like Umbrella Network and Chainlink and few other Oracle service providers are making this process much more seamless for all of the chains in order to get reliable data from the outside world, as all of the blockchains are standalone environments and they have no proper mechanism to communicate with the external world. So in order to fill this gap, So having a reliable Oracle service provider is of utmost importance for a few core applications that require this Oracle service. And when it comes to Dojima's ecosystem, so we're not just connected to one particular chain, since we're bringing together the whole of Web3 ecosystem onto one unified layer. So the requirement for external data becomes pretty much very important to bring together data from all of these different connected chains, as well as a few of the applications that use external data. So yeah, so we ourselves, when it comes to chains, our validators has a consensus mechanism to agree on to the data that we're getting from the different chains, and we have a secure mechanism implemented over there. We've implemented multiple security mechanisms to get in data both from EVM and non-EVM based chains. And when it comes to external data from that is required for these omni-chain dApps, so this is where players like you, that the Umbrella Network and a few other Oracle players come into play.
Yeah, no, no, absolutely. I mean, we need to bring this data in a one verifiable to secure manner, so that dApps can actually be using the data with with some trust. So and we're very glad that we got into this partnership with Dojima. We will be deploying our on-chain data solution. And we also created in such a way that it is seamless for projects that use other oracles and deploy on Dojima, that they can integrate very easily with ours in general, with no changes to the smart contracts. So it will be very helpful for Dojima and its ecosystem, and make it again as seamless as possible for projects to actually make the move. So from your perspective, and this is a question that I like asking protocols in general, is Dojima going to be just a general blockchain, or is it going, or you're targeting a specific vertical and trying to find a niche market, or what's your go-to market strategy in other words?
So when it comes to go-to-market strategy, the market that we are targeting is really huge. So when it comes to users of the omni-chain layer, so this is a problem that is being faced by developers on each of the connected chains, may it be for accessing liquidity from other chains, or the problem of interacting with tokens from other chains. There are a lot of problems that native users on one particular chain face.
Yeah.
So this is a problem that we're solving for users of all the chains, and not just for one particular chain. So when it comes to the target market, so we are targeting the biggest user space in the Web3, that is Web3, that is builders and users of all the L1s and L2s. That comprises almost all of the Web3 market. So for targeting such a huge market, so we have proper channels built out, and we are directly collaborating with ecosystem managers and ecosystem apps of different chains. Starting out with all the major chains, we would expand on to providing the services and bringing together the ecosystems of all of these smaller communities as well, and smaller chains as well. And for newer blockchains that are coming every day, we see new chains popping up on a weekly basis, on a daily basis as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah, from our side, so we're building a custom connector that enables blockchain developers, so blockchain builders, to directly integrate into the Dojima architecture or Dojima infrastructure using this custom connector, instead of the core devs of Dojima wanting to integrate that particular chain. So this eases out the process for all these L1 and L2 builders.
Yeah. No, I mean, it makes a lot of sense. It's the easier you make it for people, and the less burden on your side, the more likely you're going to grow the ecosystem. So that's also smart. So in terms of development roadmap, how far are you? When are you planning, StageNet? How does it differ from testnet? And when are we expecting mainnet to go live?
So we launched our StageNet exactly a year back, and from then on, we've launched few features like cross-chain swaps and cross-chain movement of assets and NFTs in the testnet phase. And we've been taking continuous feedback from the omni-chain devs of the protocols that have been building on the testnet. And thanks to these protocols and omni-chain builders that have taken part in the testnet and provided us with valuable feedback. And now, based on their feedback and requirements of these initial protocols that are deployed on top of Dojima, we've built designed our newer architecture and made some tweaks for the features that we are providing on the Omnichain architecture, the Omnichain layer that we're building. And with all those features inbuilt and enabled, we are launching our StageNet by the end of the month. So yeah, so the StageNet is going live by this month. You could also consider the alpha version of our mainnet, and we're also launching our new suite of products by next month. So yeah, so users or developers could leverage these developer dashboard and other suite of products to easily build applications on top of the omnichain layer. And we've also recently announced about our developer program, where we have announced a big bounty for all of these developers and builders on top of the omnichain infrastructure that we're building. So more details on that will be announced soon, and the details will be made available in our docs. So yeah, from next month on, we are gaming up our developer grants and developer programs, and bringing together the whole of the ecosystem onto this infrastructure that we're building. And when it comes to the mainnet, immediately after the launch of our StageNet, with a few months gap and audits being completed, our mainnet will go live after the audit is complete.
All right, so it must be exciting, right? After what, over 2 years of development.
Yes, yes. Over the last 2 years, we built this complex infrastructure just to make things easier for builders.
Yeah, no, that's great. And yeah, no, we're very happy to say that Umbrella Network will go live on StageNet in a few weeks' time. Or, once you go live, we will integrate as quickly as possible. So we will make data feeds available on StageNet so that dApps can actually start building and whenever they need data feeds. So anyone from your ecosystem that is looking for data feeds, secure data feeds, they can reach out to us on Twitter. They can reach out to me on Telegram, and we're more than happy to facilitate and help them with the integration so that they can deploy faster on Dojima. And we create this omni-chain layer together. So, and are you planning on launching the token when you launch mainnet, or just a few days before?
Yes, yes. The mainnet, the token that we are planning to launch. So all the validators that will be participating in the StageNet, they are existing participants in Dojima network. They've participated in the private rounds of Dojima network. So we've enabled these players to run the existing validator nodes and participate in our StageNet. Yeah, so it's around the mainnet. We will be we'll be doing a public launch of our token, and that's also the time where public validator nodes or public will be can participate in running our validator nodes and being part of the system. So this token, the Dojima token, has utility in multiple areas. It's used as a utility token on top of Dojima. It's used as a governance token to execute decisions on top of the protocol. It's also the liquidity token for the cross-chain pools that are set up. So Dojima token has utilities in these multiple areas, and yeah, so this is how we are integrating Dojima token in multiple areas and providing a wide variety of use cases.
Nice one, nice one. So one last question, and then I will check if we have any more questions from the community. What is your vision for the future of Web3? Where do you see, the next evolution of this blockchain industry, and what's gets you excited when you wake up in the morning?
Even though we've seen a lot of progress, that is both in terms of growth in Web3 community and the quality of protocols that are building. So we know we're in a 4-year cycle. So we see a lot of protocols when it's a bull market, and it's only the quality projects or quality protocols that build in the bear market. So all of us know what are the protocols that have been building in the bear market, and users or investors see good alpha projects in this bear market. When it comes to the direction of the Web3 space in general, so the market that is captured is really small, even as of today, and there's a lot of scope for growth. And I think, this upcoming bull run, a lot of general audience are gonna come into the Web3 space, and a lot of the market is going to be captured in the upcoming bull run. And overall, there's a lot of potential in the next few years, and over the long run, we see in the Web3 space, we see new trends every few months. And right now, the current trend that I want to speak a little bit on is the BRC20 standard, and the BRC20 meme tokens, and the inscription tokens. So that's the trend that is going on at the moment. And there's a lot of investments coming into that space as well. New trends will come in, and it will ultimately shape the Web3 space into a good way. And a lot of applications, a lot of Web2 players are also going to jump into the Web3 space. And overall, Web3 is going to shape the whole financial instruments for the whole world, and making the process easier and seamless for the whole world to use it.
All right, and what's the killer app you think? I mean, do you think BRC20 is the killer app? I have my doubts there, but or what do you think is the one that will bring the masses to Web3? Is it still payments? Is it DeFi, GameFi? What do you think? What would you bet on?
I think I wouldn't consider any one particular field that would bring a wide variety of use cases. It is the whole of it is the variety that we are having in this space that is bringing together all the different crowd or different audience into the space. So a lot of all these sectors or all these different chains, or we have a lot of different ecosystems. We have a lot of implementations, and few are focused, few are there's communities built around NFTs, communities built around the real world assets, communities built around AI applications of Web3. So all of them have strong beliefs in each of these narratives that is going out into the Web3 space, and all of these coming together from the whole of Web3 space. And I feel like when the Web2 when we want to get the Web2 audience, that is majority of the crowd, into the Web3 space, it is multiple. It's a large set of these sectors that is going to bring them in, and not one particular thing, but it's the combination of all of these sectors that is gonna bring all of them into the Web3 space.
All right. Yeah, good answer. So I think I come to the end of my questions. I think that's pretty much it. So thanks a lot, Akil, for joining our Twitter Spaces. We're very excited to have partnered with Dojima. As I said, will be one of the first applications on StageNet. So anyone needing data feeds, feel free to reach out to us. Thank you very much, Akil, for your time today. It was a very insightful conversation on your vision and on the benefits that your omni-chain layer is going to bring to Web3. And yeah, thanks a lot for joining, everyone. And I wish you a wonderful day.
Thank you,
Thank
Philip.
you. Have a good one. Bye bye.